Alright, man. So what I'm gonna be showing you in this video is the concept of using the fulcrum, or others call it pivot point. It means where the stick changes direction, right? Like in a seesaw, the fulcrum is usually in the middle, or should be in the middle. Okay. So drumsticks have their own fulcrum. So it's the point where you get the most bounce off of your drumstick. So if you notice, if I'm holding it closer to the tip, I just let it drop. So it stops right away after like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 point something bounces. Now if I hold on closer to the end, same thing. It's even worse. Now if I try to find the fulcrum, again the point where you get the most bounce. Now if I let it drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So finding the fulcrum or the pivot point is very essential in holding the drumsticks. Alright, especially in all the techniques. Alright. So you need to find that fulcrum, and I use my middle finger as the pivot point. My middle finger and my thumb. So some drummers use their pointer fingers, but many legends or many great drummers are an advocate of using the middle finger. So for a long time I used because I was a self-taught drummer, so I used my pointer finger since I started drumming, but just recently I started switching to my middle finger, and it's more relaxed and you get more control because you have something. If this is your pivot point, then you have this. It just gives you a feeling of you have more control, and actually you do, and you feel more relaxed as compared to using the pointer finger. So I just find the pivot point. Now I'm gonna show you what is called the Gladstone technique, or the free hand technique, which helps you get a relaxed grip on your stick, which is very important for you to avoid injuries, and you get more speed. You can play longer, and you can execute more strokes longer and easier once you get this. Alright, so it's just holding the stick here, and when you hold the stick, make sure you're relaxed, not like this. Alright, make sure there's a lot of rooms in here, and then you're really close to the palm of your finger tips, right? Not exactly on the fingertips, but like that. Alright, so maintaining this kind of position when playing or when practicing helps you be relaxed, right? Keeps you in check. Alright, so Gladstone technique is where you just throw it. It's like throwing dice, right? And you just let the stick rebound, and you leave your hand in there. Alright, so this just gets you to the feeling of having a relaxed grip, and the importance of using the pivot point. Alright, so it's like 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. 1, close, up. 1, close, up. 1, close, brings the stick back down, go up again. Alright, so it's both left and right. Okay, so Gladstone technique. So again, when playing, make sure you're relaxed. Don't clamp on the stick. Make sure there's room in here. Like when someone tries to pull your stick, even while you're playing, someone comes in and they can pull it out of from your hand without no effort, right? Or without effort. So that's how relaxed you should be. Although there are exemptions, like when playing a groove, sometimes you you want more weight because there's a sound you're trying to get, right? And that's where this power grip comes in, right? So a lot of great players use this kind of grip as well, where your pivot point stays where it is, right? But then you put more pressure using the ring finger and the pinky, but you're still loose here. Just a little. It's not a dead grip, all right? Just enough grip for the stick not to fly out, right? That way you put more weight the front of your stick, right? So you get louder hits. So that's what it is, and you can easily switch back between the power grip and the pivot point because you're not moving the pivot point at all. All right, instead of moving the pivot point here to get more power, just leave it there and then grip this too, and it makes a noticeable difference. All right, so again, practice this and then this kind of grip. All right, relax, loose, no pressure. All right, don't be too tight. All right, I'm barely holding the stick here. All right, and then you're gonna definitely drop some sticks. That's fine, you'll get used to muscle memory will help you apply just the right amount of pressure. Okay, so anyway, that's the first technique I want to show you. I'll be making more videos about technique and just rudiments and strokes, right, to help you out. Alright, man.